Hey, what is up, guys? I'm here to show you some recent Bibles that I rebound. Um, these are some that I rebound the past couple of days. I think I showed some pictures of two of them and some notebooks that will go with them. So here's a New King James wide margin from Cambridge. This one is in blue, navy blue cowhide with a black cowhide liner, and it's fairly flexible. It's pretty flexible. I haven't trained the yap that much yet. I trained it a little bit. Here's the spine. Also with the raised spine hubs there. And then with the Holy Bible and my name down there. And it has a full yap. It overlaps by maybe a little bit less than an eighth of an inch, probably. And it was a gold. It looks more like silver after I put the blue page edges here. It's coming out a little dark. Sorry about that. Okay, I think that's good. So yeah, here's the text. It's a pretty good Bible for marking in. The pages are fairly thick for a Bible. It used to be calf split, I think. When they had that sale, I bought two because I have two. Our house has two Amazon Prime accounts, and then I bought another one for maybe like, I can't remember, 70 or something like that, off someone to rebind as well. So that's that one. I have navy blue ribbons, 3 of them. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This one, and with this one, I have this notebook that I made a cover for. Just opens up and it's lined pages. I don't know if you can see. Right there. And the way I make them is I make a cover with it's just one piece of leather, and then I insert the notebook into it like that. It looks almost black on the video, but I'll try to correct it later. But it is navy blue, or really close to navy blue at least. The next one is an HCSB. Can't remember exactly which one. I think it's like a large print, hand size or something like that. Large print, personal size. That's what it is. And I use plum purple cowhide with a black cowhide liner, and it's pretty cool with a plum page edges. It's a little bit different, really close though to the cowhide. 3 black ribbons. Haven't put end sheets yet. But here's the Bible cover, and it's not as flexible as the other one. And both of them had, I don't know if you saw it, but they both have tooling lines. 2 of them. All the way around. And then this one also has raised spine hubs and the Holy Bible and my name down there. This one I did in gold. I've noticed the navy blue doesn't take the gold as well as other leathers. I might have to like change the temperature on the machine or something so that it comes out a little better. It's a little more sturdy than the other one. Oh, I didn't do that with the other one. This one will basically just, it flops over nicely. This one's a little sturdier, but it doesn't like quite flatten Genesis yet. Maybe after some time. And with this one comes this notebook, same as the other one. It just has lined paper on there. It's the same leather. Then this one I did, I think maybe a week ago or something like that. And it's a TBS Classic reference. It's the smaller one, I think, and doesn't have gold. I did brown page edges, and this is a blue-green cowhide, and I still haven't put the end sheets on there. This one also, I have a small notebook that I did for it. And that's this one. And I put one ribbon in this one. The other ones have 2 ribbons. They're the smaller kind. I realized after I did this one that I think the smaller ones would be more useful to put 2 than to have one bigger one. Yeah, this one has the distressed gray liner that I'm out of. I only have small pieces from scrap leather that I cut off, so it works with really small Bibles. And then I wanted to show one of my carry Bibles that I personally use. I take to church maybe half the time when I want to take a King James. This is the one that I take. It's an Allen Long Primer 53, and I used orange cowhide with a distressed gray liner. This one also has an overlapping yap. This one by a little more than an eighth of an inch, I think. I mean, yeah, almost a quarter of an inch. No stamping or anything. I like simple Bibles myself, and it's probably more flexible than any of the other ones I showed. And at that point, I had found these notebooks at Walmart. They're wider. I've written on them on this one already. So when I take this to church, I take this one as well, just to match. But yeah, these are my personal ones. Then I also wanted to show some Bibles that I have right now that I'm going to be rebinding. If anyone's interested, you can either let me know what colors you would like, or I'll just do it and then try to sell them that way. This is a Scofield study Bible. Personally, I'm not a big fan because of his theology in the Old Testament. I think he didn't believe in salvation by faith. It was like, I'm not entirely sure. It's weird. I would have to read it more to know, but I know that there's 2 modes of salvation according to Scofield. One for the Old Testament and one for the New Testament saints. But yeah, this is one that I'll be rebinding. It's kind of weird. It has white right here. I've never seen that before. I think it was a Christian book was having a sale, so I bought a few Bibles from there. Then I also have an NKJV Ultra Slim Reference Bible. This one is Nelson, and it has a silver gilding. And it's actually pretty nice. The print is pretty nice for being a modern Nelson, and it is sewn as well. I don't know if anyone will be able to see that in the video, but it is sewn. So there's this one as well. Hate these things. Okay. Then I have more. I have 2 or 3 more of these that I had already rebound. The one that I have in purple, it's the same one. And the reason why these ribbons are out is every time I buy a Bible, if I remember, as soon as I get them in, I take the ribbons out of the pages because they create creases that you could see. Let's see if I can show you here. You see that line right there? Right there. And I don't know if over time it'll move or it'll go away, because if I press it as hard as I can, it still doesn't quite go away all the way. So hopefully over time, I noticed that that happens, but hopefully over time it'll fix itself. And that one's a large print, personal size reference Bible. I also have one Spanish Bible. I already removed the cover on this one and dyed most of the page, not the whole thing though. And I rounded. Oh no, I have not rounded the corners yet. My bad. This is Reina Valera, the Thompson chain reference, and the hand size, I believe, the smaller one. So for this one, I'll just have to round the corners, finish dyeing the page edges in red, and then put ribbons in and make the new cover for it. Then I still have 2 of these, which is a single column legacy Bible that I'll be rebinding soon. Not sure what the order. I have so many Bibles to rebind. Not sure what the order is going to be. This has some of the best paper for a non-premium, I guess, Bible. And it's single column, no references. Only it has the number of the verse there, and of course the chapters, but also has like the heading of each chapter here on the side. But it's almost like a wide margin. I would say that's like 1.5 inches, maybe close to 2 inches of margin on the side, and then the bottom is even wider. And it's one of them. I think it's probably my favorite. People ask like, what are some of the best Bibles for like rebind candidates, as they say, and I think this is a really good one. It's hard to find now. They were on sale for a while. I bought like 4 or 5 of them. That's why I still have 2 left. And if anyone's interested in this, the Henry Morris Study Bible, it's actually funny. I only have this because they gave these out at graduation at my school. Otherwise, I wouldn't have one of these, I don't think. But I never used it. Actually, I think this is my wife's. We graduated from the same school, San Diego Christian College. 1 year apart. But anyway, this is a Henry Morris Study Bible. Not sure. I'm not sure what he believes. So I don't condone what all these study Bibles have. I just rebind them for the most part. Here's a really nice one. I rebound one of these before, and it turned out really nice. I really liked it. The paper in this is really nice. It's almost regular. It's a little, maybe a little thinner. No, it's about regular paper or computer paper. And this is an American Standard version. Let's see. Comes with these things. So 1901. But then it says 1929. I don't know. 1929, right there. The paper's just amazing in this one. It's got maps and appendix. That's pretty much it. It's very simple Bible. So it's hardcover right now. I'll turn it into a soft cover, like leather with leather liner. Let's see, which one should I put next? I don't know why I have these here. So here's a Cambridge New International Version, NIV wide margin. Not sure if this is 84 or newer. Let's see. 84. So this is the 84 version. I had one. I rebound one, and I think I have two of these still. Paper is not as thick as the New King James that I rebound. It looks like it's not line matched either. I think the newer one is, the current printing is line matched. It looks like some of them are line matched, but then you go to a different page and it's not, so that is what it is. Get used to line matching and then it's hard to read Bibles that are not line matched, especially expensive Bibles. Let's see. I'll get to the vintage ones now. Here is, I think this is King James. It looked really nice when I got it. I was like, dang, that's so cool. The yap is folded over like that. But then I tried to open it and it was like really stiff. It's fake leather. It's very interesting how they did it back then, though. It's fake leather. They don't even fold it over. It's just one piece of leather. I mean one piece of like imitation leather, and it's like just straight up. It doesn't fold over right here. It's almost like paper, thicker. But the Bible itself is in very good condition. The presentation page is empty. Looks like it has, what do they call it? Overcast stitching, or I don't remember what it's called. Sorry if that's not the word for it. It's stitched right here on the first signature. This one, let me make sure it is. I think it is a King James. Authorized King James version. And then there's this one. Same thing, same kind of cover, but more beat up. This one is actually used, so it has a name right there. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to rebind this one. If I do, I'll probably keep this one, actually. The paper is yellowing a little bit, and it's not in the best condition. I can't find any markings. I haven't found anything in it. But yeah, King James, I think it might be the same. I don't know. They're very similar in size and everything. And I have a New American Standard Bible. The Reference Edition, Concordance, Collins, and World Publishing. This one is probably either genuine leather or I don't know. Feels like genuine leather, but it might be bonded leather, I'm not sure. It doesn't say. Oh wait, it says here oh, genuine leather. It's very hard to see. It says it right there. I had a name imprinted here. I mean, I could just I might be able to remove the name and then put a new name or a Bible verse or something. This one has some writing here. I'll remove that page. Besides that, it looks pretty clean. I haven't checked it entirely, but it's almost like the modern single column. Is it called single column or side column reference? I think it's called side column reference. It's similar to that one. The pages are sewn together, and it's printed in the United States of America. So I'll dye the page edges probably. I'm thinking I really like that brown cowhide that I have, so I'll probably do that with the yellow tan liner. Then I have this one. Now this one's going to need some work. This is genuine leather. I'm not sure if I'm going to rebind this one or not. I might keep it. It's very interesting. I've never seen paper like this before. It does have some scuffs on the gilding. Can't get it to focus. You can see right there against the light. So it does have some markings on the gilding. So I'll dye the edge here, but it also needs some work on the spine because it's splitting right here. So I'm not sure if I'll sell it because of that. I can do work on the spine, but I don't know how long I can make it last after that. I have some that I've worked on and they're still good after maybe a year that I've done it. Then I have another American Standard version. This one has this one does have references. I thought it was a different one. If I remember correctly, I went through this one page by page, and there was no writing. Or at least, I think there might have been writing in pencil, and I erased it. There may be... I know there's one that I found that had a small hole in one of the pages, but I'll have to look through it again. Anyway, this is the American Standard version with the center column reference, just like the other one, but the paper is nowhere near as nice. It's probably half the thickness. Still nicer than most current printings, though. And this is the 1901 but then copyright 1929. Not sure. I haven't looked it up to see what that means. 1929 versus 1901. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll round the corners here, and I'll sand the pages down a little bit to clean it off, and then I'll dye the pages. I don't have a way to do gold gilding, but I just put like a dye on the pages. I think that is so funny. Let's see if I can get it there. Genuine bonded leather. I always think it's funny when it says that. I'm like, okay, what's the difference between genuine bonded leather and bonded leather? I don't think there's anything different. But yeah, stiff as can be. And this one is a New King James Nelson 334. I don't know what these numbers mean, but it's a giant print, references and concordance, New King James. And it has the references under the verses as opposed to in the center. So this one's simple, just remove the cover, dye the pages, put a new ribbon on, or probably 3 ribbons on there. I'm not sure what color I'll do for this one. Maybe black cowhide. As you guys know, I like cowhide best myself, but I know a lot of people like goatskin better. And I think I still have one more New King James wide margin that I have to rebind. And I have other Bibles somewhere. Let's see if I can find any more. Be right back. So here's an interesting one. This one's just going to be for me because the spine was pretty bad and I wasn't able to fix it all the way like I would like to. Let's see if I can show where it was split. Can't find it, but I really like this one. Whoa. It has 3 columns. Instead of 2, normally there's 2 columns or just 1 column all the way through. This one has 3, but it's humongous. Like, I'll show you with, in comparison to Allen. So, it's got like maybe 1.5 inches wider when it's open. And about 2 inches wider when it's closed. Oh, wait up. A little more than 2 inches actually. 2.25 inches, 2.5 inches, something like that. So that's a very interesting one. When I found that, I was like, that is awesome, I have to have that. And the chapter is really cool. They have, let's see, they have these interesting designs, like with little leaves or something on every chapter. So there's that one, and I will rebind that one for myself. I would have kept it in the original cover, but it was tearing apart. Could not salvage it. There's these 2. I think they need work on the spine as well. This one isn't too bad. It's separating right here. But this is a revised standard version, Nelson. I'll have to sand down the pages to get most of that, like those little marks off, and then reapply. I'm not sure where the video stopped. Here's the Revised Standard version by Nelson. If anyone's interested in any of these Bibles, as they are, send me a message and maybe I can sell it to you. But if not, I'll be rebinding most of these, if not all of them, either for myself or for sale. Are these the same? I didn't even check. Well, yes, they are. Same page and everything. It's the same exact Bible. I bought these two together. I didn't know if they were the same ones, though. It's very interesting. At the beginning of each book, it has this nice letter. Let me make sure it has it at every book. Yeah, I think so. It's got it right there. See Genesis 1. Yeah, in the beginning. So yeah, these are the Bibles that I have on hand right now.